of my longtime fans came back. I thought that he was just gone. Again, no hard feelings. I wouldn't want to watch me now. Alicia's gone. Alicia's gone. Laura's hanging by a thread. Laura's never been so depressed in her life. I am filled with fucking dread. Justifiable dread. You know? It's not like you could say, well, that's irrational, you know? Your mom's, you thinking your mom's already broke her hip and now she's gonna fall again because of she doesn't take her own safety seriously. Yeah, we have repeated precedents of that. It's not me being like dramatic or me like just letting my fear get the best of me. It's the fucking truth based in reality. Reality is my mom a hell of a lot safer in the hospital versus in a nursing home, in any nursing home, but especially, a very low rated one. And telling me not to feel this way. Or even Joe, nobody, even someone like Joe who loves me, there's nothing he can do. When my mom was in that last place, after I had said to her from the start, Mom, you can't walk. Please, please, please do not try to get up out of that bed. And then when she ended up doing it, and I said, like, what are you doing? Remember, she didn't have any, if she's supposed to have assistance and she's declared bedbound, she hasn't been medically approved to be given. There's no wheelchair and walker or anything in sight, is there? No. And when I looked at her, and she told me that she had gotten up and gone to the bathroom, and I said, what do you mean you're not supposed to get up? Like, well, what am I supposed to do, Laura? I had to, shit, like, I'm not going to go in my pants. That's humiliating. You can't win against that. Of course I'm fucking filled with dread. I'm also burnt the fuck out, And I have to go through this all over again. With no support, I'm all alone. And it's gonna be the dreaded by me winter, the cold months. Maybe not winter, but And no, I'm terrified. I'm terrified that she's gonna. Yet again, I begged her, but she doesn't listen. She'll pretend to listen, but when push comes to shove, she just doesn't think. She just, the idea of it, and I don't blame her. That's why I told you guys all along, like, my mother's not the type that is gonna, like, she's not someone who's gonna, like, even survive if she has to be in a nursing home, like, for good or something. Because she just, it's just unbearable to her to have to be, like, changed like a baby, feel so helpless because there's nothing that I can do. All that I could do is what I did last time around, and it. In the end, it didn't matter. She did what she wanted to do, which was the idea of. And then we also know that there can be aides who are not nice. They don't like the ones that have to be changed. They don't like the ones like my mom who are bedridden, you know? But my mom is not like advanced dementia. She's mild dementia. And the idea of going the bathroom in her pants, you know, and having to be changed by strangers who are just, it just is so mortifying to her that she'll risk her life. And I remember last time around telling churchwoman that. She's like, well, I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to go to the bathroom in my pants either. I know. But now, last time that you couldn't walk very well, but now you have a broken fucking hip. I mean, in the hospital, she gets to use a catheter. So she didn't mind that. She was like, I was visiting her and she's like, I'm peeing right, but whatever. You're not going to get that in the nursing home. Of course you're not. In the nursing home, you have to go in a diaper and have them hope they fucking change ya. And again, they put my mom in dementia wards, but she only has mild dementia. Which means she's aware if you're being cruel to her, neglectful, or whatever, and then she cries to me. That's what happened last time around, and then I had to have that bitch head nurse, they be like, when I'm saying, my mom's saying blah blah blah, what happened to her, oh, I don't think that happened, your mom has dementia, when my mom complains about being, being laughed at, or the woman not coming and being cruel or neglectful or whatever. And again, it was only one aide that my mom complained about, and she was telling the truth, just like she was telling the truth about other residents stealing her clothes out of her room or whatever, Or even there being no soap for days in the bathroom. And then they get mad at me when my mom tells me about it, but again, it was for days, and they get mad at me that I pointed out. Because they want to they want everyone to have advanced dementia in that ward, in any given, you know what I mean? That's how it was in the last place. And I don't want to take negativity into a new place, but how can I not? I won't, of course. But on the inside, I'm fucking dying. Like, seriously. I was so heartbroken that this happened to my mom. And I can't change my feelings, you know what I mean? I can't snap my fingers and follow that, God grant me to accept what I can change or can't change, and the wisdom to know the difference or whatever. I can't follow that. I'm in continuous agony over this. So of course I'm not granting requests. Again, the only reason I even still do this at all is because I haven't made it to Joe's yet, and I'm all the fuck alone. And it's just habit. I I also, like I said, if anything happens to me, you know, no, as I've repeatedly said, I'm not planning on anything happening to me. I'm just filled with such dread over again. God grant me the wisdom to accept that there's nothing that I can fucking do. But then again, we're gonna go full circle where I'm not such a fucking low life in this life. If I weren't, you know what I mean? Then this wouldn't have to be happening to my mother. And that's only gonna just magnify it all in my head continuously. So no, I'm not doing good. New people can watch my old stuff, and everything changes in this life. She's gone. I would never watch her again. It just would depress the living hell out of me. And anyone finds me new, they can experience her, like me, the old me, the former me that's never coming back. They can experience that, whereas current, longtime fans, whatever, have seen a lot of my stuff, but new people can watch that like it's the first time. They don't know any better but to make requests. I'm not granting requests at all. At all. She's gone. There's only sorrow now. That's all. Sorrow and dread. Wasn't really given a choice, you know? I mean, I am given a choice, but not really time to think, because they just, they want her out of there and they want to make it clear. And even if I'm told I'm going to get a phone call, I get no phone call for days. When the doctor, the case manager's going to call you, have medical clear to you, blah, 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 and then no phone call for days, but then I get a phone call and they're pissed they can't reach me. And then, like, you don't call me for days, and then when the doctor said, she's definitely calling you, and then you don't call me for days, and you're going to rush me, and I don't even, I didn't even get to think, is it better to have my mom closer in a lower rated facility, or should I just have had him send her for a lot, for away and in a better rated in the end? I didn't even know what to do because I'm so fucking burnt out that I can't even think straight and they pressure you. There's no, I was busy. But the doctor 2 days in a row is like, this case manager is going to call you. Mom's medically cleared. She's going to call you to discuss, whatever. And then when she does, she's just like such pissed off she didn't get to reach me. Because I'm supposed to be at their fucking beck and call and constantly, but I can be told 2 fucking days in a row, and all I get was, well, if you're not happy, you can go to the complaint department, or they don't care. Of course they don't. I called to Joe. I cried. Fact is, I should just give up. It's not like my mom could even call me, and the nurse, I should just give up. Give up. Just visit her once a week, and the fact is, if I get sick or something, I won't be able to visit her at all. That's the whole thing with it being out of my hands. Because I did everything in my fucking power while she was here to get her to understand and take her own safety seriously and all this crap. And in the end, what happened to her is her fault. Because it's not like she just had a seizure or something and fell. You know what I mean? It was her fault. And it just kills me more. There's too much guilt. There's too much. I mean, no, my conscience is clear. I did everything in my power. You've fallen. Every time when you fall, we try to be proactive. You had the wheeling chair at your piano, and then you fell, but you were okay because your walker was there, and you just reached for it instead of wheeling yourself. It means my mom just took risks because she just didn't want to accept her reality. She did not want to accept her reality. She bitched about it all the time. And then her reality got a million times worse. And, consequently, so did mine, of course. That wouldn't be the case if I was uncaring. Or even if I was just normal caring. With a buffer. I have no fucking buffer. And I'm just dying. And there's nothing that I can do about it. Nothing. That's just the nature of me. It's a curse. is, if I'm sick, there's nothing that I can do. Doesn't matter if my mother's helpless and at their mercy and deemed incompetent and I'm her invoked health care. It doesn't matter if I get sick. It doesn't matter. I have to not, you know. And that's why I've just fallen apart. I gave everything last time my mom was in that other horrible place. And I was met with, like, at every turn by the staff, but I also, my mom, look what she did. It wound up being okay, but it didn't have to wind up being okay. The very first time she got up because she doesn't want the bathroom in her pants, and she had no walker, no thing. She just had to hold on to her bed and hold on to the wall and you know, there's bars, of course, in there, and it's a raised toilet. It's going to be that in any nursing home setting, you know, nursing facility, but still. And she didn't have that far to go, but she still could have fallen at any moment. Of course she could have, because flash forward to 6 weeks or so later when she's getting ready to not be there anymore, and she ended up falling when she had a fucking walker. But then when did she fall? She flew the night. She fell after one of the residents who'd been tormenting my mom, and she cried to me about that all the time too, and they couldn't keep the residents under control. And a couple of them decided to target my mom for whatever reason. We don't know. It could be because you never know in their heads. They all have dementias. It could be because she has a pretty daughter. You don't know that. That's not arrogance. That's not whatever. She has a pretty daughter. She has a daughter that comes and visits her 3 times a week and that hugs her and loves her and is vocal, you know. You don't even have to be pretty. But you don't know why they targeted my mom. We only know that they did, and I got excuses for that. Okay? They didn't just steal her clothes. They also knocked her glasses off of her face. And the night that my mom fell and bruised her ribs and had to go to and hid it from them and had to go to the hospital the next day, and I just happened to come the next day, they never would have known. She hides everything, just like she was hiding. She was getting up and going to the bathroom, right? She had a walker when she fell that night. It was the same night that the resident came in and pulled the covers off of my sound asleep mother. And I am not, you know, in my 70s with dementia, mental illness, and all of that crap. And I would be freaking out if someone did that to me in my fucking when I'm sound asleep. Okay? I've already read horror stories. I have no reason to believe this place is going to be any better, and it could be a million times worse than the last place. I have no hope. I'm filled with fucking dread, and it's now going to start all the fuck over again. Because this is my lot in life, my mom's lot in life, and everything just was all just, this was all, it was all going to come to this point. So you, like me, you enjoyed my fun, you know, fun-loving, sexy, whatever. You enjoyed those videos while you got them, okay? And I enjoyed creating them. But it's fucking over. It's over for fucking good, okay? I'm never doing anything like that again. I'm not doing requests. You know, you wouldn't even want me to, okay? She is fucking gone for good. entire dysfunctional, sordid, whatever existence has all just culminated into this fucking just horror, this fucking just agony, this whatever. It all just came to this point. It's nothing that I am trying to sell this place. That's certainly not going to help my mom. In these places, it's just one wrong move. And when my mom has an attitude, I don't want to go to the bathroom in my pants. I'd rather risk my own life. And we've repeatedly seen her even at home when she's like trying to rush to go. And I'm like, good God. It's not like in the nursing home setting where, you're worried about, who the hell cares? Go to the bathroom in your pants. Don't rush and risk falling in this house. And go to the bathroom and change. How would you like to go to the bathroom in my pants? I'd rather do that than it's insanity. The people who care about you, you're going to let it destroy you? May very well be the case, yeah. It may very well be the case that, yeah. Yep. May very well be the case that this is the nature of me. That I will let this destroy me. But I'm going to document it. So, may very well be the case. It's just too much. It's just too fucking much. It's too much. I just wanted her to be okay until we could sell this place and get to Joe's. That didn't mean she was not gonna, it means that she would probably still have to, it was just gonna be different. So fucking different, and I would have Joe. It would have been so different even where she would be put into a home or whatever, if that had to be.